This is a step-by-step guide on how to leave your 9 to 5 and make more money than you are in your job. Hi, my name is Jacob. I'm a former mortgage-backed securities trader turned entrepreneur, and in 2024, I bought a flooring business. We're going to talk about 3 ways to get out of your job today. First 2 I've done successfully, and the last one is something I've seen others do. Way number 1 is real estate. Here's how to do it in real estate. First thing you have to do is find out what you're interested in. This could be self-storage, it could be apartments, it could be residential. Doesn't matter, just pick a market. The second thing you need to do is learn everything about that market. You need to, if it's self-storage, you need to know what it costs to build a self-storage facility. You need to know what they rent for. You need to know what it costs to renovate, how much it would cost to buy one. You need to know the cap rates these things trade at. If it's apartments, you need to know what a finished unit sells for, what a unfinished unit sells for, how much it costs to build, what the market is for rents in renovated units versus unrenovated units, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, Section 8. You need to know each different rent level and have a grasp on the market as a whole for apartment complexes. If it's residential, you need to understand what each trade costs, what it would cost to renovate a house, what houses typically sell for both on a price per square foot basis, and what the cap of each market or the floor of each market would be, why houses sell faster, why they're not selling as fast, anything that could affect the value of the homes that you want to buy or rent. That knowledge base is step 1. Step 2 is look at all the deals that you can. You need to be looking at multiple deals a night, understand everything that's in the market, everything that's traded for the last 6 months or that you expect to trade in the next 6 months, know why deals are sitting on the market or why you expect things to go fast. Effectively, you need to form informed opinions. The more deals that you look at, the more data you're going to collect internally about what is a deal and what is not a deal. Spoiler alert, most things on the market are not deals. Finally, the last step is keep looking until you find something and then buy it. Whenever you see a deal, you know you can make money on it, you will have so much data and so much proof behind looking at the market consistently that you will have the confidence to pull the trigger. My self-storage deal, I looked at hundreds of deals, got close on a couple, and I finally bought one that I knew I could make money on. Bought it for $600,000 and I sold it for $1.2 million 10 months later. That wasn't a fluke, that was because I had built up the knowledge base of what things were worth and what could happen and what you can do with things once you own them. Same thing in my residential market. I know that in my zip code, things will trade for between $285 and $350. If I see a 4-bedroom, 2-bath for $200,000, I know I can renovate it and sell it for at least $285. I can also rent it out for $2,800. I will buy that every day of the week. What I will not buy is something that's selling for $275 that needs renovation. This is just because I've looked at deals in this market for the last 5 years and I understand where it is. Here's the second way to get out of your job. This is by buying a business. Step 1, if you want to buy a business, you need to know what you are marketable for. Do you have a construction background? Do you have a finance background? Do you have a sales background? If you have a sales background or a hard skill that you can convert, look for businesses where you can apply those skills. If you have something that just sounds impressive, that's okay, that will work as well. What you need to do is every night you need to be looking at businesses. There are tons out there to buy. Unfortunately, you're probably going to have to move in order to pull this off. Step 1, look at everything that's on the market. Set alerts for things that you're interested in. Figure out what geographies you'd be okay moving to. Set a target for the level of EBITDA that you want to buy. These are all the components that you need to be thinking about to even get started. Step 2 is develop a story. Why would you be a good buyer? Why would you be able to close? What experience do you have closing transactions? Now, if you've bought commercial real estate, you've at least bought a house, hopefully, you can demonstrate some level of aptitude in closing a transaction. If you have a construction background or a great background or a background that's a fit for the business that you're trying to buy, that can also win you points with the seller. But you have to have something to stand out from more sophisticated buyers if you're trying to buy something that is north of $1 million in EBITDA. Step 3 is put something under contract. There are tons of resources out there that you will consume in your learning process, from Acquiring Minds to Search Funder to the Harvard Business Review book on buying a business. The resources are out there and will teach you everything you need to know, but you need to understand what you're looking for. And then you need to execute on it. The only way you'll get the confidence to execute is by first looking and getting reps. The third way is by starting a business, preferably in the services space. I've known people that have gone out and started real estate firms and made over $1 million a year. I have known people that have started construction businesses from scratch and then grown them to 7 figures as well. Effectively, what this boils down to is, again, using a hard skill. If you know how to sell or market, that will be your bread and butter. You can go into real estate, you could become a loan officer, you could go sell insurance. There are a number of things that you can do that will put food on the table for you consistently if you know how to sell. If you don't know how to sell, that's fine. If you're a man, learn how to lay tile. It's hard work, but it pays extremely well, especially if you can do showers or intricate or large format type work. It's not uncommon for tile crews to make over $100,000 a year if they're skilled. I hope this video has given you a path that you can follow. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave a comment. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.